Good morning, students. I welcome you all once again for software testing class. Yes, you're discussing third unit number 3, that is static testing techniques. So you already completed some of the things. You discussed the basic things you discussed in the previous class. Yes, what do you mean by static testing? Definition you have seen. Then we have gone through about what are the advantages of static testing and so on. We have discussed in the previous classes. In the previous class, we have discussed that was session number 1. So today we'll be discussing session 2. Some again some contents about static testing. Static testing. What is that we're going to discuss about formal review process. So as we know, what do you mean? Can somebody define static testing? Static testing. Define static testing. Yes, somebody define. Yes. Somebody define static testing.
Manually testing the code.
You're going to check the code manually. Yes, without executing the code, you're going to check whether your program or your design or what you can call your requirements are correct or not. You're going to check. That is what we call static testing. Without executing the code, you do testing. We call that as a static testing. And advantages, you've seen that what you call any contents which would have forgotten or any requirements we might have forgotten or missed out, we can identify that during the design or during the requirement specific SRS or during the design. We can identify some of the things which might have left. Yes, that is what some of the advantages what you have seen there. Yes. So how to review it? Yes, we need to go through manually. Yes, without executing. Even there are tools available for checking for performing static testing, but we do not execute the program here. We manually check it, the entire code or entire design or requirements are being checked thoroughly, you can call that, right from the beginning. So the testing has to begin there in the entire life cycle, software development life cycle. The testing has to take place so that you can develop a quality software. Yes, that is what we have seen in the case of static testing. So we are discussing here formal review process. How to check the your software is correct or not. There is some procedure we need. So we call that as a formal review process. What is there in that? We're going to discuss it there. Yes, in the formal review process, reviews are done through a formal meeting. So what you call randomly, suppose you design a software and you may give it to somebody else, maybe your friend or whatever it is, you doesn't know, you may give it and ask him to check. No, that is not the procedure there. So there is a particular procedure is there for that. Formal meeting. Formal meeting is nothing but officially meeting that so and so date, what you call the date and time will be announced. That meeting will be there and their following team members will be there. What they are going to check it. All those things they're going to mention. Formal means officially it is. Yes, with the date and time and who are going to come there. A team of members are going to come to form a meeting or to check the review. That is what you call formal meeting. In what you call informal or informal, we can call. Informal is nothing but simply you may ask somebody to do the things. That is what we call informal, we can call. Yes, so formal is officially you're going to do the things there. That is what we call formal. That is informal review process. Reviews are done through a formal meeting. So review process is nothing but checking the thing that your software design or requirements or code is correct or not. You're going to check it. That is what we call review process. Yes, that is what we call review process. Yes, then the project manager will generally plan formal reviews for various work products. So the project manager, so for every project there is one manager, he is responsible for that. So he has to arrange for formal reviews for various products. So there are so many products are going on. So he will be what you call organizing the meetings for the various products, what you call. So it's responsible of the project manager to what you can call arrange the meeting, what you can call. A formal review process consists of the following steps. What you're going to do there in the review process, you're going to check, define review objective, your objectives are right or not, identify the review team, plan the meeting. So what is the formal first review objective? What are the objective that they have to check it? The who are the members they're going to form that? Maybe 3 members or 4 members of a team is that. One person will not do that. We'll see that. What is that team there? Then plan the meeting when we need to schedule it. Maybe on 15th of January at 11 o'clock, something like that. Yes. So we need to plan it. That is what it happens in the case of, we call that is a formal review process. That somebody go through these points.
Formal review process. Formal review process reviews are done through a formal meeting. The project manager will generally plan formal reviews for various work products. A formal reviews process consists of the following steps: define review objectives, identify the review team, plan the meeting.
Yes, so that is what we call the review process. What we'll see some of the again thing, what the manager has to do. So what is the first point is define review objectives. What are those? Now what was the manager has to define the objectives of the review. What is the aim, objective, or agenda? We call that, or merits of the meeting. What we can call that. So our object. What are the objectives of the why the meeting is called and what the team has to do there? Yes, the manager has to define the objectives of the review there. So the objectives can be to detect the defects. First objective is to identify the defects in your program. You're testing. First of all, what is the purpose of testing? The purpose of testing is to identify the defects. That is what, to detect the defects. Then to detect the defects and discuss how to rectify them. Yes, how to rectify. Who has to rectify it? Maybe the developer, and he has to rectify that. Yes, then how to rectify first of all. Then assign responsibility to person for rectifying the defects. The person who has designed the particular program or the person who has written the code, whatever it is, who has written it, X person developer. So the code has been gone to the sent to developer to rectify that. So first is to detect the defects. Then the defects, detect and discuss how to rectify that, how to resolve that defects. Then also the next is who has to resolve that. What you call, you need to assign the responsibility there. To assign responsibility to persons for rectifying the defects, what you can call. Yes, the main objective is to find out the defects. Another objective is to find the solution to the problem there. So there may be problem is there, you need to solve that. What is the solution for that? You need to give solution also there. Yes, in some reviews the solution is not found immediately. It is indicated as an action plan to be followed up. Sometimes what happens, you cannot find the solution. The solution may be complex one. So what we can do? So if it is a simple problem or if you're able to find the solution, it is best. But if you are not able to find the solution, then what you can do? You can think and it is what you call, you can keep it as an action plan. So that has to be done later. First, remove the defects and try to find the solution. So these are the objectives of the particular defined review objectives. What is the objective here? So to detect the defects and how to rectify the defects and who has to remove those defects, assigning responsibility to person for rectifying the defects. And also the main objectives are definitely to find the defects and also to find the solution. If you're unable to find the solution, definitely it can be kept as an action plan to be followed up. After removing up all the defects, then the next step can be to find the solution, what it is. So who has to define? These are the objectives of the review. So you have seen in the previous slide that there are three things are there. Yes, what is that we have seen? You have seen here. Yes. Review of the formal review consists of review objects, identifying the review team, and plan the meeting. So first one, what we discuss is objectives of the defining review objectives. So these are the objectives of a what you can call. Who has to define it? The manager has to define and assign a particular team. The team will go through all the what you can call your design or requirements or the software, whatever it is. So somebody go through this.
The manager has to define the objectives of the review. The objectives can be to detect the defects, and discuss how to rectify them, to assign responsibility to persons for rectifying the defects. The main objective is to find out the defects. Another objective is to find the solution to the problem. In some reviews, the solution is not found immediately. It is indicated as an action plan to be followed up.
Yes, fine. That is what defining review objectives, what you call. Next, now we need to identify the team. Who are the team? Who are the members in the team? So there are different members are there. Identify the review team. Yes, who are the members available there? Yes, fine. The first one is project manager. We can call the first one is the project manager. Yes. So what is his responsibility? He initiates the review, decides on participants. So what is the work of project manager? He will start the review, and who should be the participants in the team there? Yes, there will be a moderator and an author. Or who is the moderator? We'll see that. So and he allocates the time in project schedule. What time? Suppose at 11 o'clock, 11 to 1 is the schedule for reviewing what you call, and determines if the review objectives have been met. What is the responsibility of the project manager? We can call him as a manager or just simply a project manager, or just we can call manager also. What is his work? he starts the review, starting the review, and decides on participant who should be there in the meeting. He will not be all alone there. So some team members will also be there. We call him, one will be moderator and one will be author, and some other members will see that. It's fine. So first will be the manager. He initiates the review, decides on participants who should be there, and allocates time in project schedules. Yes, or what time you should perform it. Yes, review it. Determines if the review objectives have been met or not. So he will identify whether the objectives, we know what are the objectives. Particular to the defect, identify the defects. So whether those objectives have been met or not, we'll discuss. That is what he's going to identify. That is the responsibility of the manager. Next, moderator. Who is the moderator? Moderator leads the meeting or discussion, mediates and summarizes. So manager will initiate the what you can call the meeting or review. Then moderator is a person who will look after everything. He'll have what you can call, he's a team leader, what you can call, or you call moderator or organizer, what you can call, or you can call him as a coordinator, something like that. Yes, so he will arrange the meeting or lead the meeting, discussion, discusses, mediates and summarize what are the things you have done. Yes, whether it is right or not. He checks as per the given requirements, whatever it is, whether the design is right, whether the requirements based on the SRS, all the requirements have been met or not. Then planning the review, running the review, following up afterwards. So you have planned the review that you're going to do it on 15th of June at 11 o'clock. Then the review is completed. After that, follow-up should be there. You might identify different defects, who has to do it, how he has to rectify it, what is the solution. Whether they are doing it or not, you need to follow it up. That is work of moderator. Upon whom rests the success of the review. So moderator is responsible for the success of the review. So whether they have identified the defects, whether they rectified the defects, whether they have found the solution or not, it has to be taken care by moderator. Then the third person is author. Who is the author? Author is a person who has written the program, or who has written the design, or who have designed it, or who identified the requirements. Writer, or with chief responsibility for reviewing the object. Yes, so there may be one person as a chief review who may be knowing all the knowledge about the particular program, or the person who has written the code itself. Exposes himself to the criticism, performs recommended changes. So based on the review team, so he will note down the things and he will try to make the changes. Yes, what are the things to be changed? He will note down and then he will ask his team members to get it modified. What you can call. Yes, fine. Yes, somebody go through this.
Project manager initiates the review, decides on participants, allocates time in project schedules, determines if the review objectives have been met. Moderator leads the meeting, the discussion, mediates, summarizes. Planning the review, running the review, following up afterwards, upon whom rests the success of the review. Author, writer, or with chief responsibility for the review object, exposes himself to the criticism, performs recommended changes.
These are the members in a team, or you can call them. Yes. In addition to that, there are some more members also there. Reviewers. We call them as the inspectors or checkers. So in the previous, we have seen manager is there, moderator is there, author is there. In addition to that, there are two more people, reviewers and scribe. What is that? We'll say reviewers. Reviewers are also called as inspectors or checkers. Some people will come for inspection. We call them inspectors. They're also called as checkers. Individuals with a specific technical or business background. So like for one person will not be knowing all the things there. Like he may not be knowing designing, one person may not be knowing coding, and so on. So coding is a person whose expertise in language. Suppose you have written the code, he is a designer. Designer will not understand coding. So because of that, there should be different people. The person who will check the design, there are persons who will check the code, and so on. So different people will be there. So one person will not be having entire knowledge. What you can call. He may be having entire knowledge, but he cannot check all the things. He may not be expert in all the things. So there are experts are available for checking coding, experts are available for checking the requirements, experts are available for checking design. So 2-3 members together forms the reviewers. Individuals with a specific technical or business background. Yes, they are there. So the technical persons are there with their specific knowledge in the particular domain, what you can call. That's fine. Yes, discover defects, deviations, problem areas, etc. So what are the defects available, or you might have designed some you might have deviated from your functional requirements. So or you might have identified some, or you might have done some mistake in the problems and all. They will identify all these things. They represent different perspectives and roles in the review process. So what do you call, some people, some reviewers will check the design, some reviewers will check the coders, some code, and some people will check the requirements, what you call. So they should take part in any review meetings. So these reviewers will definitely take part in all review meetings. So they are expert in their own domain. They will identify the defects or any deviations or any problem areas. So they represent different roles in the review process. What you can, yes, different roles. There may be a what you call inspector may be there, or a reviewer may be there, and so on. Yes, that is what you call reviewers. Next is scribe, also recorder. What is that scribe or also recorder? Documents all issues, problem, and open points that were identified during the meeting. What do you call? We note down all the things. There is a person, yes, what do you call, a person to note down all the meeting important point. What was the discussion, what decision they have taken, or what were the defects found out. So to write the merits of the meeting, what you can call, yes, or what is what the review committee have identified the problem. They need to write down that everything has been written for that. So whatever the things that has been discussed, written, it has been recorded. What you can call, yes, documents all issues, problems, and open points that were identified during meeting will be noted, recorded. Yes, that is recorded. Recorded in the sense written document. For important reviews, the protocol will be prepared together, perhaps with the projector. You will have a verified protocol afterwards. Suppose if you call what you can call important reviews are there, so it can be done through a what you call projector, or it can be through done nowadays through Meet, Google Meet, or Zoom, or whatever it may be. The virtual conference, what you can call, through virtual conference, we can do the review. That's what we can do it nowadays. We can call. So for important things, we can use a projector, or we can use some tools and all for what you can having the reviews. What you can call. So these are the 5 members available in a team there. So first one was the manager. Second was, who was the second person? Second person was moderator. Third is author. Fourth is reviewers, and fifth is scribe. Yes, no doubt. Go through this one. Somebody.
Reviews. Individual with a specific technical or business background discover defects, deviation, problems, problem areas, etc. They represent different perspectives and roles in the review process, should take part in any review meetings. Scripts, also recorders, document all issues, problems, and open points that were
identified
during the meeting. For important reviews, the protocol will be prepared together, perhaps with a projector. You will have a verified protocol afterwards.
Protocol means which are the persons to be what you call attend the review. So there is some definite order will be there. We call that as a protocol. Anybody cannot attend it. So there will be a manager or project manager or CEO and so on, a team of members, and only those members are allowed to attend that meeting. That is what you call protocol, what you can call. Yes. So here the diagram you can see here. In this way, we can form a meeting here. A review man can be there. A manager will be here. These are the he is a reviewer. He is a recorder. On here, reviewers are there. They're all reviewers, and he is a moderator. What you call that? Yes, moderator and author. In this way, the review can happen in a discussion there. Yes. So they are going to review the things. He is the person who has written the program, and he is the person moderator who is going to organize this, what you can call, entire review process. That he is the person who is going to record it. Whatever the discussions are happening, he is going to note down it. In this way, the review is going to happen. What you can call. Yes, fine. Next. So now next is the plan the meeting. So what is plan the meeting includes? First is planning, preparation, review meeting, rework, and follow. So your plan date, like for example, as I told you, 15 June, 11 o'clock. Then for that you need to plan, prepare it. What are the things you need to check it? A document will be given to you to check it, what you can call. Yes, preparation. Then review meeting. It is held there. Review meeting is held on a particular location and a room and everything will be mentioned. Then you will be identifying so many defects. Who has to solve those defects? What is the solution for that? Yes. Then after that, So whether it is being done or not, you need to check, rework, and then follow. Whether whatever the defects you have find out, whether it is being, they are doing it or not, you need to follow it up. So you identify the defects, and if you forget it, then it is no, it is incomplete. You need to check whether those defects have been rectified or not. You need to check it up. That is what you call follow-up. Whatever the defects you identified, whether the developers have rectified that, and whether again testing has been done or not. So you need to do this. That is what regression testing, what you can call. Yes, that is what we call follow-up, what you can call. Yes. So the plan the meeting. Yes, what is that? So here planning, it includes, just here what it includes here. It includes, yes, what is that? Identify the work products to be reviewed, identifying the people to be involved and their roles and responsibilities, entry criteria and exit criteria for review meeting, you can call. Yes, see, this may be a format for that which you need to fill in. So inspection ID will be there, like for example, identify a unique number, date when you are doing it there, who are the team members, who is the moderator, who is the author, and the reviewer, the name, individual names there. Yes, what are the documents they are going to, they might have given their work product. Yes, then references, be from where they have collected the data or from where they have designed. Some may copy the code and all that, something, it happens. Checklist, what are the checklist, what are things to be checked? Checklist will be there. Meeting, next level meetings, date, location, when the meeting has started and when it has been ended there. Then review meeting, when the review meeting, the next review meeting may happen there. Yes, then you may suppose today you formed review meeting, next again after 1 week you might have given one week to once again review the things there. So next date, location, and when it is going to start. Then what are the objectives of the meeting? So references obtained for work product, checklist obtained for work product, moderator is trained in a technical inspection method, or team members agree to propose time or dates, or moderators quick review yields less than 5 major issues, or reviewers understand and response and are committed. All these things you need to check it. That is what we call planning the meeting there. So inspection ID, team, what are the documents you need to check, when the meeting is going to happen, what is the location, day when it is going to start, and when it is going to end, for example. Then what are the objectives of the meeting, what you can, all these things you need to enter. That is what you call planning the meeting. When it is going to start, when it is going to end, everything what you call. That is what you call planning the meeting, what you can call this. Fine. Next is the preparatory activities. What are those preparatory activities? Are what are those preparatory activities, what you call this? Fine. Distribution of the relevant documents to the participants. So now the meeting has started, so the documents will be given by the what you call the manager, something. Yes, so informing them the objectives of the meeting and agenda. So for what purpose you have gathered here, review. So a document will be given to you there, so which contains the objective, or we call agenda, what meeting of the agenda. Each participant has to do the necessary preparation for the meeting by going through the documents. Yes, or what the individual, what they have to do here, every participant has to fill this following format. What is this format here? So what, when your meeting has been started, so a document will be given, a distribution of the relevant documents to the participant, informing what is the agenda of the meeting will be given. When each participant should fill all these documents. What is the document name? Who is the person, and inspection ID. Then what is the number, critical, severe. So what were the different type of defects available? Whether the defects were severe, or what you can call whether moderate, or what you can call, and where, which number, location, severity, with low, or you call high, or moderate, you can call this. So severity may be low or moderate or high, what you can call, whether it is check or reference or something like the description. You need to identify all these things. Critical, severe, and moderate issues. There is. Then where it is been identified, which what you call module, or which function, and so on. This then yes, what is this? So then what, how many, what you call effort, how many persons, then what are the total issues found out, how many are critical errors, how many are severe defects, or how many are moderate defects, minor, and what you can call any other things there is fine. Then these are the objectives. What, so this should be filled by individual participants of the review team, what you can call. Yes, fine. Next, the actual review meeting. Now this is the document for actual review meeting, what you can. What is this document? Actual review, that is, what is this? A designated person will explain the work product or do the code walkthrough by explaining line by line to all the members. There's author is there. You would have seen the diagram. The author, the person who has written the code, something. He will explain the code line by line. the reviewers will go through this individually. There is, they are going through and you will be explaining the code. There is a designated person will explain the work product or do the code walkthrough by explaining line by line to all the members. Necessary issues will be discussed. The important points of meeting are recorded and the coordinator will inform the action plans to be taken up later after the meeting. So any important issues, they're going to discuss it and note down what to be done. So what to be done or what action has to be taken, that will be intimated later by the project manager. Yes. So what you can call, the code will be going on, he'll be reading the line by line and the reviewers will are there. They're going to go through this, what you can call, go through this code. If there are any issues, they may discuss here. Yes. And if there are no issues, they may go to the next line. It may continue there like this. Is it clear? Yes. Then if there are anything issues are there, so the manager will they will note down that, yes, and they will take up the action plan later. The review meeting. So all these things they need to, in the format is given there. You see, preparation effort, critical issues, severe issues, moderate issues, minor issues, or you call any other things. It's fine. That's what. So how many are there total? We need to find out this. So again, objectives will be there and what is the total efforts and so on. This is a format what the every member have to write down when there is a review is going on, what you can call. Yes, fine. Next, rework. What do you mean by rework? Rework means the action points are studied and the defects are corrected by the author of the work product. So the review committee has identified the defects and the code has been sent to the developer. Now the developer has to rectify the defects and send back to the tester. That is what you call rework. What you call the action points are studied and the defects are corrected by the author of the work product. So when he has done some ID, whichever inspection ID they have done, document name and who is going to rectify, author. Then what you call, which number he has fixed it, what type of error was that, and he need to write in this format. Yes, all these things he need to write. So what you can call, he needs to write all these formats. What you can call this. You need to write all these formats. Is it clear? Fine. That is what you call rework. So the rework is nothing but whatever the defects that were identified by the reviewers. So it has to go back to the developer. The developer has to rectify and send it back to the tester in this particular format, what you can call. Yes, that is in this particular format. That is what you call rework. So which team has inspected their number, identification number, document, what document is, and who is the person has done, and he will be rectifying it, whether it is fixed or not. Error is fixed or not, he's going to identify and then he's going to send it back to the team there. Yes, next. After rework, follow up. When whether the action points are completed or not is checked through a follow-up meeting. What is a follow-up meeting? So last week you might have identified the defects you reviewed. After 2 to 3 days, so whether the defects have been rectified or not, you need to check it there. Again, you'll be having a meeting there, separate meeting there. Whether the action points are completed or not is checked through a follow-up meeting. So you are the reviewer. You have given the feedback to them that so many bugs are there. So the developers have to remove those bugs and send it back. After that, the tester have identified or not. So all those things has to be checked. That is what you call follow-up meeting. Whether the action points are completed or not is checked through a follow-up meeting. A work product may be reviewed a number of times till the team members are satisfied with the final work product. It is not a one-time task or two-time task. The process may be repeated until the review team is satisfied with the whatever the things you have done. If they are satisfied, then they may approve it. If they are not satisfied, the process will be a cyclic process until and unless what you call the software is rectified. Then they may the review team may write down all these format. What is the total effort in planning? How many lines were there? What are the defects they have find out? Total what is the inspection effort is there? Total defects removed. Or how many defects were there? Suppose there were 10 defects, they might have removed all the 10 defects and so on. What are the methods? What are the objectives? Process improvement, inspection status, and so on. So these are the efforts. What you can call, this is what you call follow-up, which the review meeting will join or meet again to see the things whether they have completed or not. That is what you call follow-up. What you call. So these are the things what we have discussed in today's class. So any other things? So today what we discussed in the last session, we have discussed planning the meeting. Planning the meeting includes planning, preparation, review meeting, rework, and follow-up. So this is how we need to plan it. So these are the things what we discussed. Before we have discussed what you can call the players of review meeting. Who are the players of review meeting? Can somebody tell me? Who are the players? Who are the players of a review meeting?
Manager, reviewer, recorder, author, moderator.
Yes. So manager or project manager may be there, reviewers, any number of reviewers, or you can based on the technical experts. There will be many reviewers will be there. A person to note down the things, a recorder will be there, and the person who has designed it or the person who has written the code, we call him as the author. And there is a moderator whose work is to organize this meeting completely there. We call him as a moderator, or the manager just initiates the meeting with the reviewers, whereas the moderator has to organize this meeting completely and take over the decisions or debates or any doubts or problems. He need to moderate it everything, or we can call coordinate, what you can call. So these are the various players of the review meeting what we have discussed. Yes, fine. After that we have discussed what you call, before this what we discussed, the same thing we have discussed. Yes, fine. Is then the what you call formal review process consists of define review objectives, identify the review team, and planning the meeting. So all the three things what we have discussed. First we have discussed was define review objectives. The aim was to identify the defects, how to rectify them, and who has to rectify them, and what is the solution for a particular problem. If there is no solution, you need to find the solution in the action plan. That is what you call defining the review objectives. Then we will discuss what you can call in the review team. There are 5 different types of persons are there, who is the manager, moderator, and author, reviewers, and the scribe, or we call him as a recorder. These are the 5 types of people available in a particular team, what you can call. Then we have seen then the planning the meeting includes 5 things: planning, preparation, review meeting, rework, and follow. Yes, these are planning also discussed. Planning, what you can call, it identifies the people to involve, what is their role and the responsibilities, and what is the entry criteria, exit criteria. Then you have seen preparing activities. Every information will be given a document which will indicate that for what purpose you have joined here. That is what we call agenda of the meeting. That is, and every individual has to fill this form, what you can call this. Then actual review meeting, what you call here, what you can call the person, the author or the coder will do the code line by line, and the reviewers will see it. If necessary, they will have a discussion and note down the points and what are the action to be taken. If they approve it, then the author may go to the next slide, and so on. It may continue, and all those things are important points are being noted down by the recorder, what you call. Yes, that is actual review meeting. Then after actual review meeting, so they might identify the defects which have been sent to the developer then, and whether the developer has rectified that defects or not, that is what we call rework. So whether it has been corrected or not, we need to check. We call that as a rework. After rework becomes, another reviewer will form a meeting, whether whatever the actions they have taken, or other decisions they have taken, whether they are implemented or not. Yes, that is what we call follow. So these are the 3 things what we need to discuss, or we have discussed in today's class there. So if you got any doubts, so you can ask me, otherwise we can wind up the today's class. Any doubts? No doubts? Okay then. So we shall end the meeting. Thank you one and all.
Sir, you need to videos.
I'll upload it today and I'll update you. Okay. I'll update the videos and update. Okay. Fine.
Thank you, sir.
And welcome.